Hey y'all, Little Flix here, and welcome back to the Buffy REWATCH series. I know it's been a while since I've done it, and I apologise, but we're here to continue. The reason why I'm sitting a little weird is because I'm wearing a very special top. It's pretty lame, but I thought I would show you guys anyway. A little backstory is that it's in the style of those "Hey Girl" memes with Ryan Gosling. And yes, I actually did get this specially made, which, you know, I've already said it's lame, but anyway, I'm actually wearing, my top is, it says, "Hey girl, you can slave me all night long." So I just thought I would show you guys. It's a bit of fun. And I haven't shown you guys this either. I got this a while ago. This is just some artwork that I got that everything's mirrored, that I thought was really cool, from Displate, I think is how you pronounce it, and it's metal, and it's pretty thin, and it sticks on your wall with a magnet, and I just thought it was pretty cool. So, before we also get started into this, I just wanted to say, for some reason, I was reading the IMDb list of top 10, I don't know what I was doing. I was starting from episodes rated 9.2 and above, which is why there's a few episodes that are rated the same thing, which is why there's going to be a bit more than 10 episodes. But I've just skipped a whole bunch. Like, the first episode that is rated 9.2 is Becoming Part 1. I haven't done that yet. The second is Full for Love, which was my second one. Graduation Day Part 2, which was my third. Then I haven't even done Tabula Rasa or The Wish. Chosen's there before Doppelgangland, and then Innocence is after that, so I have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm gonna make up for lost time, and today we're actually gonna be watching Becoming Part 1. I don't really know what to say. I can't remember what the last one is that I watched with you guys. That's how bad I am and how long it's also been. It was Innocence, so we're kind of picking up roughly kind of where we were last time, which is interesting. And we're going to be watching Becoming Part 1. Let's go. Hey, I've been to Galway. I went there on my trip. It didn't look like this. At least not where I was. Also, the accent's back. I shouldn't judge. I cannot do an Irish accent. I think this is really interesting, obviously, to learn more about Angel's past as Liam. But what I think is really interesting is, and I heard it the first time in Passion of the Nerds videos. I never really thought about it too much before, but he pointed out the whole soul business in Buffy sometimes can seem a little, I don't remember exactly how he put it, but it can fluctuate and change. And the way that he put it, and I'm doing it not right for words here, when you're killed and you're becoming a vampire and the demon takes over, it uses your personality as like a stepping stone to form what kind of vampire you are going to be, which is why Angelus is completely different to Spike, and Spike still has all those romantic stuff going on because he's always been a romantic love-struck poet fool kind of thing. And we've heard Angel described as a lazy layabout or something in Amends. And it's just interesting that the demon didn't have much to grasp onto him because there wasn't really much there when he was human. And I think it's just really interesting concept to look at it that way, which is probably the intention. It's just that I never really thought of it that way until Ian put it that way. And ever since then, I've just been like, yes, 100%. I just love how many times you can watch this and find new things. It seems like Darla seemed to change Angel based on the fact that he was handsome, and Drusilla changed Spike William because he was a dashing stranger crying in the alleyway, and she thought he was handsome. Is that only why vampires change vampires? Because they're hot? I'm human, sorry. It's a little less ow, ow, ow! Obviously playing on the sexual thing. I always love actually finding more about his time as a human. The stuff in Angel as well is great. And now look at him stalking Buffy.
Oh, we better go. I haven't even started studying for finals yet. yeah, finals. Why didn't you let me die?
Look on the bright side.
Why can't intros be more like 90s like this?
Predates any settlements we've read about. May I?
That's because it isn't from settlement. It's from
Help me.
hell. What's its name? Is it
Tell Angel.
a cuffler?
Beautified angel. I wish people
Oh, hey Willow. We match now.
The language of love.
Don't touch me, you have fish hands.
Come, let me come in. That's enough of that.
I like, I do think like when Xander isn't being Xander basically towards Cordelia and Cordelia's not being Cordelia towards Xander, they're quite cute. But Xander's character, he does this with others as well, kind of puts people down a little bit. So I don't really, I mean Cordelia is a handful, yes, but doesn't really deserve to be put down like that. But the whole thing then was just cute at the end. Oh right, this is the episode with her as a human. Woo! Just speaking about how I like seeing them in their human selves. This actually gave a really good indication because I wasn't sure for when I first started watching it why she could have visions and things when other vampires don't really get shown abilities. It was really interesting to see this as to why. I like the shadows in here and all the bar imagery as well.
Terrible fright.
Kind of foreshadowing the darkness that will engulf her from him. It's so weird seeing her like this. She's just so scared and innocent.
Hush, child.
And then you can hardly even see her face there as well as she leans closer into him.
Devil child like you.
It'd be very interesting to see Drusilla get her soul. I wonder how that would be because of the psychological torment he did to her. Is there any fanfiction out there?
Yes.
And that hand going towards touching her as picking his victim and God is watching you as I am watching you. The music is so good.
Met an old man.
You can see all that in your head.
No, Nene, she read it in the morning paper.
Hold that thought. Okay.
I like how the music echoes it and then as soon as she goes and misses it's like, nah, psych. And the music starts up again. I think everyone when they first watched this when she didn't grab it first off were like, ah! And then it happens and she grabs it and was like...
Feels kind of. This is good, right? I mean, we can curse him again.
Well,
Good on Cordelia, not like jumping the bandwagon saying let's kill him first, like, which is with Buffy in a way.
Such potent magic through yourself, it could open a door that you may not be able to close.
I think this is the moment when the door for magic for her really did open. She might have been okay at doing magic, but this is when it really allowed her to become so powerful.
I'm perspective guy. Angel's
No,
a killer.
you're not perspective guy, you're very single-minded
All is
guy.
forgiven, but the way
I
I see it
hate
is that
this.
you have to get all about Miss Calendar's murder so you can get your boyfriend back.
Shut up. Even Willow's like, what the hell, Xander? Willow must always constantly feel like she's somewhat in the middle because she's been friends with Xander since she was a child, but she has such a strong connection to Buffy. So she's always put in the middle, I think, especially in Angel terms. But in some ways she can kind of calm him down, like in season 4 when Buffy wanted to give him the Ring of Damocles or whatever it was called. Willow was like, she's giving the ring to Angel, don't make a fuss, and he didn't, so he listens to her. You know, I'm really glad this isn't becoming part 2 because I'm wearing mascara and I would definitely cry. I always do. Like, no matter how many times I've seen it, I will always cry when she's gotta do what she's gotta do. Oh, gosh. I don't know why they decided to last minute do this accent for her. I mean, I get that they are like evil and they want to destroy the world and stuff, but like if you suck the whole world into a hell dimension, you'll also be in that hell dimension. It's not very logical, is it?
Any non-demon life will suffer horrible and...
Oh, okay, non-demon. Alright, so they'll be fine. That makes sense. Alright, your plan is good. I apologise.
Of course, if we go to hell by then, I won't have to take him. Or maybe I'll be taking him forever.
Sounds like some good play stuff.
As I ascend, as I become.
I don't know if I've mentioned this, but in other like vampire stuff, I really like how monstrous Buffy vampires actually look, but can look normal as well. But I love how I just love the effect. I think it's awesome. Whistler! Kind of getting Doyle vibes from him a little. Imagine if this was Doyle instead. That would be good. Oh, that would be really good. Oh, I wish they did that. Obviously, I had no idea about that then and all that stuff, but how awesome would that have been?
I want you to see something.
This is very creepy.
We'd have to leave now.
I've always thought this.
See? And then you...
Like, he just sees her for 1 second and he's like in love and followed her to Sunnydale. Just a little stalkerish. That's all I'm saying. Because that's not a suspicious car at school. Then he's just like followed her literally and he's watching her. Come on, man. Just why for a while I felt weird about their relationship. I still kind of do when you remember it like this. But obviously it moved beyond that. But still, she was very much a minor when this all happened. I like her pants and her top and her hair. Maybe I want to be her. I mean, who wouldn't? She's awesome.
She's just a kid. A world full of big bad things.
Little did they know, she's probably the most famous Slayer, I would say. I would.
The more you live in this world, the more you see how apart from it you really are. And this is dangerous.
I like that line though.
Right now you can go
That's
3 rounds
good.
with a...
That's Angel's whole thing. He feels so disconnected from it. And that's obviously what whole Angel thing is about. With the investigations.
I have strayed. I've been lost.
I have strayed, I have been lost is a really interesting thing to come straight off that sequence we just saw. Never really noticed that before. And what it meant in this situation. That word, I can't say it today, I'm so tired. The juxtaposition between those two scenes. I'll say that. I know, like, especially Giles, he gets knocked unconscious all the time, and you know, they have fights and stuff, but this is like the first time really that the Scooby Gang have really been hurt in the show. This is interesting though because you get to see some other stuff that Drusilla can do that we've never seen any other vampire do. The shot I love is coming up. Here it is when it goes into slow motion. Right there. Oh, I love it. I just love her running in slow motion. I love the coat going everywhere.
Bottom line is...
It's just so good. I don't know why I'm getting a bit teary. Don't really like Kendra that much. Just the music. And obviously the emotional toll it takes on Buffy, because I've said before, if Buffy cries, I cry. Obviously I didn't want Kendra to die. Alright, so that is Becoming Part 1 of Buffy. Some interesting things in there that I didn't pick up, like some of Angel's dialogue back to back with what the visuals we just saw was interesting. I love seeing them in their human form and seeing what they used to be like. Any more information on that I find are really good episodes, and they're just really enjoyable and interesting. And like I was saying, the whole how the person that you were is how the demon kind of grafts onto to form the demon self in the vampire is really cool and interesting. yeah, it's not really too much, I think, to say about this. I still feel really weird and don't know what to say with these rewatches just because I don't really know what to say. There wasn't anything in there that really was something I never noticed before, like Sandy in Doppelgangland that Willow turned and later came into season 5 with Riley. That was a pretty big, like, what? Thing I never noticed before, but not so much in this one. Got some nice visuals and some really cool slow motion and some interesting lines and some the line that Whistler says about the more that you're in this world is the more that you realize you're not a part of it is beautiful and very true to Angel's whole character and Angel the show itself. So that was really cool and I like that. But I really do wish that actually was Doyle. I know this wasn't, like, he wasn't cast because it wasn't probably even an idea at that point. It probably came like a year or so afterwards. But can you just imagine if, like, they cast... what's his Quinn? I have to figure out his name. Glenn Quinn. That's it. I knew it was Quinn something. I couldn't remember if it was his first name or his last name though. But can you imagine if they cast Glenn Quinn just there as this, like, kind of, because it's kind of a similar like role almost. They bring him back onto his path, or Whistler finds him his path. But would it have been really interesting? It would have been so interesting if it was the character Doyle and then they brought him back in Angel. But I guess maybe it would not have worked necessarily because Doyle acts in that first episode as kind of the narrator for any audience members who didn't see Buffy. But I don't know, I just think that would have been really cool to see. Although I don't mind Whistler, but I love Doyle and I just think that would have been awesome to see. So I think I'll leave this one here. Thank you so much for watching. The next one, since I'm doing this doing it properly now because I'm an idiot, we done that, is Tabula Rasa, which I'm excited for because I love that episode, and season 6 I love, even if it's controversial, which it is. Oh no, we've got some, oh my gosh, we've got some bad ones coming up. Not bad in the sense of, like, we got Chosen, that's going to be emotional. We got Passion, emotional. The Gift, very emotional. Oh no, look, Becoming Part 2 is there. It's 9.6. Oh my god, super emotional. Oh, no one laugh at me when oh my god, no. Alright. I don't know if I'm gonna rewatch The Body. I love that episode and it's in my top 3 favorites, but it's just... I can't watch it without crying, and I don't think it'll be fun seeing me cry for like 40 minutes. Even though there's some really interesting things in there because it's, you know, no sound and there's some really interesting camera selection shots and things, but it's not an experience that I welcome too often. It's a hard one to watch. So that's it. Thanks so much for watching. And if you like this, make sure you subscribe so you can keep up to date with this series, and you can also check out some of my other content. I'm currently watching Veronica Mars for the first time, and that's super exciting. And it'd be awesome if you guys would join. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!